From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Police forced to open fire on a murder suspect.
Another kid is shot today here in Inkster, another young kid.
Tonight, 2 people are dead.
Rain moving through right now, but will it be gone in time for the morning drive? Local forecasters tracking 4 Live radar.
But we begin with breaking news from Detroit's east side, where an ambulance and a police cruiser are parked on the shoulder of I-94 after a flying object smashed through their windshields. Tops our news tonight. It appears those 2 vehicles are the only ones hit.
So far, no reports of any injuries. It happened on westbound I-94 at East Grand Boulevard near the GM Hamtramck assembly plant.
Jermont Terry is live on the scene, and such a dangerous drive, Jermont.
You're exactly right, Kimberly. Those 2 vehicles were just towed from the shoulder along 94 just moments ago. But as you mentioned, quite a scare. It is believed that a tire potentially came flying right towards their windshields. Let's get you right to the video. We are talking about 2 vehicles that were severely damaged. As you can see just how serious this was. The object, as I mentioned, is believed to have been a tire. It hit the car of an off-duty Wayne County Community College officer's cruiser first. Then that tire bounced onto the front windshield of a ambulance. At the same time, you know, it was raining out here. It most definitely shook up the people inside. I had a chance to talk briefly to the off-duty officer from WCCC.
I was driving down the freeway and just off the side of the road, like somebody tossed a tire out into the freeway.
Now, do you believe that tire came from above or from the side? Could you tell?
From the side.
You were able to pull over to the side, but were you a little scared by what happened?
I was startled.
Courageously, kept her calm. They were able to get these vehicles over to the side of the road. Could have been a disaster, but they kept her calm, got the vehicles off the road safely.
And again, they did get off the road safely. This is new video just into our newsroom. It shows Detroit police looking at what they believe is the vehicle that lost their tire. This is a Chrysler SUV, and the tire is missing. The driver is nowhere to be found. This was found right near Shane, near 94 in the westbound lanes. So again, Detroit police trying to figure out if this tire potentially fell off this car and came tumbling down onto 94, or if something else more serious happened. But again, thankfully, all of the people in that ambulance and also that one officer that was off duty for WCCC are going home safe, but quite a scare out here along 94. That's the very latest. Reporting live with breaking news, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Well, it sure was. All right, Jermont. We've just got news in from Lansing tonight. We've learned Michigan lawmakers have voted down the House bill that would have made a sweeping reform to Michigan's no-fault insurance system. House members say the bill was a bad deal for Michigan drivers and accident victims. They agree current rates are too high, but they're calling on a bipartisan plan that offers relief without gutting benefits at the same time.
Also due tonight, a homicide suspect has been shot and killed by Inkster police just a short while after he shot and killed a man behind his own house. Jason Colthorpe is live in Inkster tonight. Jason, do we know how these 2 knew each other?
They were friends, Kimberly, believe it or not. We don't know what the argument was about, but take a look behind me. Still an active scene here on Wellington. I'm going to let this car come on through so you can get a good look at it here. But this is the second scene. The first scene was the shooting at the house. This is the second one where police actually shot and killed the suspect. As we say, we believe they were friends. The rain is kind of slowing them down, but they have made a lot of progress out here tonight. We've seen them going up and down with flashlights, trying to look for more clues to solve this crime.
The call went out about 5 p.m. A homicide that police say happened in the backyard of this home on Frederick Court. 2 young men, about 19 or 20, arguing when one shot the other. Neighbors heard the commotion when officers arrived.
Heard the police call out a street around the corner and said that they had found somebody.
They had found someone matching a description from the 911 call around the corner on Wellington.
The individual pulled a weapon, fired at Inkster officers.
We hear pop, 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 pop real fast, and the cops started flying down the street.
I started running around there just to see what was going on.
A law enforcement returned fire, shooting and killing the suspect.
And next thing we know is the ambulance goes flying behind the cops. And we hear, we got him, we got him, we got him. and they come back. One of the guys said they shot him.
Neighbors were shocked because they say these two were friends and were seen laughing and carrying on at the store right before it happened.
One of the young men involved, I remember the day his mom brought him home from the hospital.
I'm told the suspect was troubled with mental health issues.
His family did everything they could.
This is pretty much an every 6 months thing for me. I'm thinking about moving. I don't want my grandchildren living like this.
And she's not exaggerating. The house where this happened, the original homicide, neighbors and friends of the family tell me it was just a few months ago where there was a standoff there with police. They believed a barricaded gunman. They went in, nobody was there, but those family friends say it was believed to be the suspect who was shot and killed by police tonight that was the suspect in that case. And also, while we say they're trying to solve this crime tonight, they don't believe there's any danger to anyone else. They believe that these are the two people that were involved. Live in Inkster tonight, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Okay, Jason, it's not clear what caused a deadly crash that blocked 18 Mile for hours in Sterling Heights. Somehow, an SUV ended up underneath a semi-trailer, killing the driver. This crash happened in between Mound and Van Dyke during rush hour. The name of the victim has not been released.
There is now a $12,500 reward for information leading to the arrest of two women who killed the manager of an auto parts store. 69-year-old James Holler Jr. was gunned down at O'Reilly Auto Parts on Schaefer at 6 Mile last night. The surveillance video shows two women walking in to rob the store. They got the cash, but then killed Holler on the way out.
Turn yourself in because you did not have to shoot him in the head. You didn't have to shoot him, period. You understand me? You didn't have to shoot him!
Police are asking the public to keep an eye out for a dark-colored SUV that has a broken rear passenger window covered with a plastic tarp. If you have any information about what happened, you're asked to contact police.
Plans to bring a Major League Soccer team to Detroit have dramatically changed. The Ford family has joined the effort.
Wow. The new idea calls for putting that soccer team inside Ford Field. These are the renderings released by Tom Gora's and Dan Gilbert's team, who've been leading the effort to bring pro soccer to Detroit. The original proposal called for building a new soccer stadium at the site of the failed jail on Gratiot. Rock Ventures says it is still committed to a mixed-use development on that site and to building a new jail complex at Warren and I-75. How will it sit with the MLS? We'll see.
Yeah, remains to be seen. Tonight, Art Van kicked off the holiday season with the annual Art Van Wonderland. It's a dazzling display of more than 1 million lights.
All at their Warren location on 14 Mile Road. And of course, Santa dropped by. That's got to be his first stop of the year, right?
Yeah.
November 2nd?
Yeah, right. That's early.
So,
yeah.
Unless he was out for Halloween. Much has been made of President Trump's Twitter habits. Tonight, what he couldn't do that set the internet into a frenzy.
Dramatic video shows a driver slamming into several parked trucks. It wasn't on purpose, but it wasn't a medical emergency either. What police found when they showed up to the scene. Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Kimberly and Devin. Still wet out there, as you can see live with 4 Live radar. Some light rain here in Detroit, but even some thunderstorm activity in our south zone. How much longer will it last? What about temperatures later tonight? Any sunshine? We'll talk about that in your 7-day forecast.
All right, Andrew. And next, a local mother turning her tragedy into a life lesson for new parents.
This is literally the most preventable death. It doesn't have to happen to anybody.
A common mistake she made and what parents should know about unsafe sleep habits for children. Her baby girl gone. Now this mom shares her grief and loss to warn other parents.
This is very therapeutic for me and really helps me to feel like my daughter's death was not in vain.
Yeah, this Metro Detroit mom wants everyone to know how her daughter died and that it was preventable.
She speaks about it publicly because she wants to educate other parents about the importance of safe sleep practices. She hopes her story will save other babies.
It's still tough, you know, it's still very difficult. I think about her all the time that I totally could have had with her.
It's been 6 years since Cherise Williams lost her precious baby girl.
My daughter, Layla, she was almost 3 months. She was about a week shy of 3 months when she actually passed away.
Cherise had been a nurse for years with children before Layla and never thought this would happen to her.
Of course, with my background, my husband, really kind of trusted the things that I said. I wasn't really big on putting a baby on their back. I didn't really understand the anatomy behind that. And of course, I had children prior to that. They went to sleep on their side. Sometimes I would even place them to sleep on their stomach. I didn't think the stomach was the safest place, but I would always kind of listen out for them. You know, as a mother, you always say, I can hear something's going on with my child, I'll know.
It was Sharice's birthday in 2011. She just ended her shift at 7 o'clock and was looking forward to getting home and spending time with Layla when she got a phone call from her husband.
He was just frantic. He didn't know what to do. And for me, I just felt the most helpless I had ever felt in my life. But I was listening to him describe her condition, and my heart just sank, because being a nurse, I know that a patient that's blue, that looks blue, has no circulation, and this is also a baby on top of that.
By the time Sharice made it to Sinai Grace Hospital, Layla was gone.
He told me that he had placed her to sleep on her stomach, and he said, I kind of heard her a little bit about 1 or 2 in the morning, kind of rustling around. He didn't think anything of it. She didn't cry. She didn't, do anything. So he just rolled over, went back to sleep. She was in a bassinet, basically in our bedroom in a bassinet.
Sharice's story is more common than you may realize. According to the State Department of Health and Human Services, a baby dies every 3 days in Michigan due to unsafe sleep habits, and those deaths are 100% preventable.
These are totally healthy babies that die because they're placed either on their stomach, or they're sharing a bed with somebody, or they're sleeping on a couch with somebody. And those numbers haven't gone down in years.
The state has been working for years to raise awareness of safe sleeping habits, including running public service announcements and showing new parents educational videos while in the hospital.
Taking the kids into bed, or not putting objects in their sleep environment, because often that consolation, the ability for the child to sleep, is great relief for the parent. But again, we lose 150 babies in the state every single year as a result of unsafe sleep.
For Sharice, she's become an advocate, often sharing her story with others, hoping parents get the message.
And too many still are dying, literally. And it's not SIDS. It's not that sudden, unexplained. This is explained. There's a reason for it. We know what's happening here.
And we have to make it stop. If you would like to know more about safe sleep practices, we put the information on the health page of clickondetroit.com.
And because she's a nurse, she can now, she went through such heartbreak and still does, but she can speak about it with such logic.
Right.
It's really digestible information, what she's saying.
And she's hoping it will just help somebody out there.
Yeah. Here's a look at what Karen Drew is working on for tomorrow night.
Here, Rudy, let me have one of those. He's a 7th grader intent on helping those in need.
Hello, sir. I saw you had no shoes on.
He's handed out more than 50,000 pairs of socks.
It was very, very impressive for a young man.
This 12-year-old is on the speaking circuit.
Pay it forward.
And we're with him when he hits the streets of Detroit to help those who need it most.
I saw the need and I acted on it.
The story of Rudy the Sock Man, tomorrow at 11.
We'll be keeping track of him after that story too, won't we? Well, here's the kind of night it is. Rainy days and Mondays.
Rain and kind of foggy out there too a little bit.
Yeah. Rainy days and Thursdays apparently
Thursdays,
too.
We need the umbrella man or the umbrella woman out there for many folks. We're still getting some shower and storm activity now. We chatted about this at 4, 5, and 6. Much of it will be coming into an end, but not until after midnight. You can see some of the final edges of it moving through portions of Jackson. You can see it's a lot lighter, a lot more scattered there, but we still have some pretty heavy rainfall in these pockets of yellow and red closer down to Toledo. Also for our viewers over in Luna Pier and just south of Monroe in our south zone. Closer to Detroit, you still see in these areas of dark green. Notice no lightning here in Detroit, but still at least moderate rain that continues to fall. The lightning and thunder that's been occurring across southern Ontario and mainly south of I-94. And I think we're left with scattered light rain as we get closer to midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, but then afterward it becomes drier. You can see back towards Chicago, also toward Lake Michigan, and farther into the Midwest, it is much drier. So drier air is on the way. Just got to wait a couple more hours for it in case you're heading out late tonight. And overnight tonight, once the dry weather fills in, we're not going to get too chilly, so we don't need to worry about wet areas freezing. We stay well away from the freezing mark. Air's still pretty warm. You can see it's close to 60 degrees here still at the station. Temperatures in the mid-40s overnight, down to about 45 here in the city, low 40s in many of the suburbs. You're looking live at downtown Detroit. Still got some ships going by with 57 mild degrees over at Metro Airport. But that wind is already switching and coming out of the north-northwest at around 10 miles per hour. So it gets a little bit chillier tonight. It's not going to be cold tomorrow, but more seasonable. Not near 60, more like low and middle 50s tomorrow afternoon. Still watching the tropics, including over in the Pacific. This is a look at Southeast Asia. This is Typhoon Domre with winds of now 75 miles per hour. It's going to scoot across portions of Southeast Asia as we go into the weekend. As you remember, hurricane season is still in effect, even though there's not much activity in the Atlantic Ocean, but we'll watch that for you through the end of this month. You can see 49 degrees for our friends over in Lapeer. There's still a warm front draped right over southeast Michigan. Areas farther to the north, especially north of 8 Mile, low 50s and 40s. South of 8 Mile, still near 60 degrees. But that frontal system pushes to the east as we go over the next 24 hours. High pressure moves in, so guess what? I got you covered. We got sunshine coming back for tomorrow afternoon, but the air a little more crisp and a little less mild than what we had earlier today. So getting cooler or chillier tonight, again, staying away from the 30s. Still wet for the time being and maybe some dampness left over for tomorrow morning, so still be careful driving. Sunrise is at 8:09, but temperatures in the 40s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, instead of near 60, more like 50 to 55 degrees, but it gets sunnier. You can break out the sunglasses for the second half of our day, but wouldn't you know it, when the weekend rolls around, we do have another system moving in. So a chance of rain once again. That's mainly as we fall back 1 hour from late Saturday and into Sunday. So Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, you got college football. Make sure you grab a poncho. You want to stay dry. Still a pretty good chance of rain on Sunday, but highs in the 60s. And by the time we vote on Tuesday, it gets sunnier, but chillier again. 40s starting next Tuesday.
Election day next week. All right, Andrew. I want to thank everyone who gave the gift of warmth today during our day-long phone bank in collaboration with Thaw and DTE Energy. Donations topped $38,000.
And that amount will be matched by DTE. The money will be used to help local families who can't afford to pay their heating bills this winter.
That's great.
Imagine never having to leave your home to go to the ATM. We'll show you the service that brings the machine to you.
I'm waiting for that. Just money to show up,
yeah,
right?
Hand out money.
The impact flipped a truck over. The story behind this wild crash next.
Still go.
A judge has issued mental competency exams for 3 of the 5 teens charged in the rock throwing incident on I-75 that killed Kenneth White. All 5 teens are charged with second-degree murder. They're due back in court in January.
The Washtenaw Intermediate Middle School District is responding to a lawsuit claiming a student with special needs was abused over several years. Family says a teacher taped the student's mouth shut to keep her quiet and then sent a photo of that taping to her mother. The district responded saying they were never informed of the claims, but when they did find out, they say they took immediate action.
A police department in Texas is sharing this video to show just how dangerous driving while drugged can be. Watch as the driver of the SUV goes off the road and slams into 2 pickup trucks. He never slows down, and the force flips one pickup over. This happened after the SUV driver took off from the scene of a different crash. Police say he was high on PCP.
The Twitter sphere was sent into a frenzy tonight when President Trump's Twitter account mysteriously disappeared. Anyone visiting his page got an automated message saying, "Sorry, this page doesn't exist." It's a disappearance that lasted for 11 minutes. Twitter users were quick to joke about the president being banned from Twitter, but Twitter said the president's account was purposely deleted by a departing employee. Whoops. A Japanese bank is rolling out a new feature for rural areas, and it's basically a bank on wheels.
This is interesting. The bank has an ATM car that will be available on call. It will travel around thinly populated areas where it's difficult to have a stationary ATM. They're also working on an app that will allow customers to order the car. The bank believes this is the future of banking.